All right, now to the latest on the coronavirus pandemic. There are now 4 deaths in the state, with confirmed cases jumping to nearly 200. And a major city in our area ramping up precautions by declaring a state of emergency and issuing a curfew. This is the first for the metro. Nick Sturdivant live in the city of South Fulton. And Nick, that curfew is now in effect?
Yeah, that's right, Shiva. Good morning. The curfew actually expires in just about an hour, and the curfew is really the major component of this declaration. South Fulton city leaders declaring the state of emergency during this week's city council meeting, basically calling it a way to stop the spread of the virus. All residents should now be in their homes from 9 p.m. until 7 a.m. There are, of course, exemptions for things like going to work and medical emergencies, as well as deliveries. It does not apply to public safety personnel. Businesses in the city, excluding pharmacies and medical facilities, will close their doors to the public by 9 p.m. The city also banning the gathering of more than 10 people and have canceled all city meetings. And Shiva, Mayor Edwards said this in a statement: some residents will like the plan and others may not, but we must take action to ensure the safety of our residents.
All right, Nick, thank you. Some relief on the way for many struggling Americans. President Trump signing a $100 billion coronavirus aid package into law, which includes paid leave for workers and free testing, just to name a few. Meanwhile, the president also announcing the temporary closure of the U.S. and Canada border. Chris Pallone has the latest from New York City.
Shiva, members of Congress from Florida and Utah are resting at home this morning after learning they tested positive for COVID-19. It's a stark reminder that no one is immune from this global pandemic that's killing more Americans every day. Today, the global pandemic has hit the Capitol. Florida Representative Mario Diaz-Balart and Utah Representative Ben McAdams both recovering this morning after testing positive for coronavirus. The news rocketed across the Hill as the Senate passed a second phase of economic relief.
The ayes are 90, the nays are 8. The bill is passed.
President Trump signed the bill, which provides some workers with paid sick leave and other free coronavirus testing. Now negotiations intensify on a massive stimulus bill. The White House wants money to prop up industries like the airlines and to send taxpayers checks, spending money to juice the economy in April and May.
We're looking at timing that would be different, splitting the time, splitting the payments.
Democrats and Republicans staking their ground on what the stimulus should contain.
I'm not looking to send people a government check. I'm looking to keep their paychecks coming.
First, any bailout be worker-friendly. I've outlined that.
As coronavirus tests increase, so too are the number of victims. Some health experts are painting a bleak timeline, saying the virus might not truly subside until a vaccine is released.
It is going to be at least 15 to 18 months, and we're going to have to decide how we're going to live during that time, not just die from this virus.
Amidst the uncertainty on Wall Street, the stock market has erased nearly all the gains made since President Trump took office. And ever the former TV host, the president teased today's upcoming coronavirus task force news conference. He mentioned the FDA in a big announcement and said interesting things would be brought up. In New York City, Chris Pallone, NBC News.
All right, we will wait for that, Chris. Thank you. The University of Georgia confirming one of its employees in the athletics department tested positive for the virus. Their last day on campus, March 6. We're told they're recovering in the hospital. The school also says another member of the athletics department is in self-quarantined. So far, that person does not have any symptoms. Now to some other top stories we're following on this Thursday morning.